Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gap. It is Wednesday. That means it's time for Wednesday Night Dynamite, or, as she said earlier, that tomorrow's Thursday. Looks like Just Joe's talking right now. Don't know what he's saying because I don't have my earpiece in. So
He's giving us a promo thinking he's cool, but he's really not.
I'm working on it. He barely survived last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
That knockdown, drag-out match he had with the hookster.
No more.
I'm working on it, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good
So he's
time.
not giving opportunities, they have to be earned, is what he's saying.
So he's not going to wrestle for a while?
Yeah, so basically he's a fucking loser face. Anyways, we have people in our chat, though. Hey, people in the chat.
Hello, governors.
We've got Walter and Sophie and Chris. Hey, guys. Good to see you tonight. And Walter says, hey, Travis. Hey, Daphne. Daphne, I didn't win bingo. Maybe next week. Oh, man. So we said, hi, WWE Raw on Netflix. Didn't see that coming.
No.
Walter's like,
You kind
WWE
of
Raw
said
on
it a couple
Netflix
times.
2025. Boo. So he says, with Raw moving to Netflix in January 25, wonder what the USA Network is going to do with Raw once that deal ends in September.
I know, that's what I was thinking, the same thing. Like, what are they going to do from all of October, November, and December? Well,
yeah.
It ends at the end of September.
Yeah.
Hey, look! It's the Hookster. Hookamania.
They're going to lose a lot of people to watch it, that's for sure.
I don't know, I've heard that there's almost 10 to 1 people have Netflix compared to cable.
Yeah, but people don't want to pay for another streaming service. So basically you're paying for multiple streaming services to watch 3 different shows. To pay-per-views, you have to watch Peacock. For SmackDown, you have to have something that plays USA. And for Raw, you'll need Netflix. That's 3 fucking streaming services.
And if you like NXT, you'd probably go off the first one.
The CW. Which might be on a local station.
That could be on the antenna.
Uh-huh. Walter says Samoa Joe promo, yep, that's who's out there, and then Hook came out. Sophie says, and with the WWE Network deal, wonder what that means for their Peacock deal. Sophie says it will be interesting how many fans they might have lost with this move and how many new fans they gain. And Walter says Royal Rumble this Saturday. That's right, Walter.
I honestly don't know how somebody would become a wrestling fan. I think about it all the time, like how you would do it. The only way you could do it is generational. Is their parents have to watch it or a parent's friend have to watch it. I don't think you could be watching this in your 30s and be like, this is it. I found it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to watch this every night for the rest of my life. Now, I could see if you only had 3 channels.
True.
And it was on one of them. And it was wrestling, or you had to watch Night Court or Body Snatcher.
Yeah, Body Snatcher.
Well, I don't know any shows.
Not the Body Snatcher.
Or Jeopardy. You'd be like, well, fuck, it's either between Jeopardy and whatever this shit is. I'll watch it. And then it's wrestling, of course.
We're going to hear from Sting and Darby live in Savannah tonight. And we're going to see the acclaimed Daddy Ass versus the Mogul Embassy.
Should be a good one.
We're going to have a face-to-face interview with Deanna and Tony. Timeless Tony Storm.
Exciting as catching VD.
Jeff Hardy? What the fuck? So they're putting Swerve? Ugh.
Fine.
Thanks for giving him the gayness. Good job, Tony Khan.
You talking about his coat?
Talking about putting Swerve Strickland against people like Jeff Hardy for fucking. Have Penta El Zero Muerto against Hangman Adam Page right now. Penta better win. He's not going to.
It's not going to
happen. But he better.
Is your audio?
I can hear it. It's low, but I can still hear it.
Hear it, but it's not weird. It sounds like it's almost echoey.
Well, it's kind of echoey, but it might just be him.
Or it's not. It's the audio. It's squeaky or like grainy. That's the word I was looking for.
As Chris says, Rock is now on the board of directors. You know, Dee isn't happy about that. No, I'm not. I think
it's not about being happy or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything.
it shouldn't affect anything. Let's put it that way. He should have no extra say in anything that happens.
Why would he have a say?
But they'll make it that way because that's what they do. He has family in the business. So
you mean like as a storyline type thing?
No, not as a storyline. Like his daughter will get handouts and shit that people say don't happen, but will. Oh, it doesn't happen with other people. What the fuck ever. Anyways, as Vindicator says, Dalitha is starting off the night right with a big bowl of yummy goodness. Yeah, I'm having some salad. Vindicator is smiling, and Chris says Rock made his daughter manager of NXT.
Is that Adam Page with the weird facial hair?
Yeah, that's that dumbass. Walter says Hangman Adam Page for the win, and Walter says, okay, at 9:05 I'm going. I'll be here Friday for SmackDown. Still here. And Vindicator says, just Travis. If you were wondering about any pieces and cake match tonight, peaches and cake match tonight, it's just going to be Rosa versus Velvet.
Oh, Velvet's really pretty. And Thunder has some cake, or at least she used to. She might be heavier now. I can't remember. Thought I just seen her a couple days ago.
Remember, she was wearing that weird outfit. It was like strappy on the sides, but she looked like she only had like a bikini thing in the front and back of her pants, but she was wearing pants. Sophie says, see you Friday. And Vin's like, I don't do Fridays. And Chris says, yeah, Rock's daughter doesn't have to do under table stuff. A little cake matches. So is that what she talked to what's-his-face about? William Regal, is that why she was talking to him, Chris?
Yeah, she's the newest GM of NXT.
What'd they do with Cross-Eyed Boy?
I don't think he was a GM.
I thought he was. What's William Regal there for, then?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch it.
It sounds dumb already. Sophie says we still don't know if Raw will remain on Monday nights and if it'll still going to be 3 hours once they move to Netflix.
Hopefully, not hopefully. What I'm thinking is going to happen is because they're going to have free reign. They'll be able to do whatever they want because there's nothing else live. It'll be like a PLE, PLEs, the public live events or whatever they're called. Basically pay-per-view. And so what I think they'll end up doing is taking them and they'll go, okay, you have a minimum of 2.5 hour, but it could go 4 or it could go 3.5 or 3:15. Kind of like they used to do on USA in the old days, how they could just do whatever they wanted and go as long as they wanted. I'm just hoping, and Netflix seems to be okay with nudity and swearing and pushing the envelope. And if that's the case, we could definitely see some pretty wild stuff going back on in wrestling, and that could be exciting to watch too. Bra and panty matches, bring them back. Why does he want to take a shit?
I don't know. Daz is in the chat. Hey, Daz says, what did Joe say? He said that people are going to have to earn their matches now instead of just them being given.
I thought that's what they did with the ranking system. Was earning it.
Oh, they earned it?
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Chris says, or maybe she does do under table stuff. Maybe there are more than just The Rock as board of directors. Walter says, still good matches, single and tag team. And Vindicator says, on-air GMs in that other company are a joke. They're just figureheads who really don't make any decisions other than checking the scripts to relay to the public.
Well, exactly.
And then they're going to have some dumbass who can't even fucking talk, can't even do a promo, and they're like, we're going to make you a GM. She can't fucking even talk. She sounds like a moron when she talks, and she's a mouth breather.
Know her.
I've seen her in NXT. She's a fucking mouth breather, and she sounds like a dumbass.
Just because you don't like her dad, you got to give people a chance.
I did. I watched her. She's a dumbass.
Sling blade. Another sling blade. Pentagon. Get him, son. But I have a feeling he's going to get hit with a buckshot lariat here. And go to sleep. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. But it's going to be a minute. Because they stretch out their matches.
Who?
This company, AEW.
Oh.
Although WWE does it too now. And I just have a hard time, Vin, believing that you're not liking what's happening over in WWE right now.
Right.
It is this.
It is basically fucking what we're watching right now. It's indie shit. It's all that stuff. It's people you don't ever see is getting pushed. I mean, all your little favorites of the nobodies winning shit,
if you
doing
like
stuff.
Are you okay?
Mm-mm.
Guess not. Anyways, like if you like John Silver, there's guys like that over there. There's all sorts of different types of wrestlers over there. But it looks like Triple H is going a completely different direction than what was happening. I mean, and The Rock's back supposedly for a while. We'll see if that's going to happen.
It's a waste of money.
A lot of people tune in, and that's what it's all about. Getting people to watch. Little like drop right there by Pentagon. 1, 2, and old what's his name kicks out. Adam. Big chop to the chest. Sound like a shotgun blast right there. If I could talk. Uno Mas. Now they're just chopping it back and forth. We haven't seen this in WWE yet, but this is that indie stuff. I would assume we're going to see that here pretty soon. Got him. Alabama Slammer. Oh, nope. Another slap, though. Oh, clothesline. Lariat back. Double lariat. Double kicks.
Vindicator says, okay, Walter, at 9:50 p.m., I'm going to be leaving, but hope to see you again at 4:05 p.m. next Wednesday. That's weird. Are you in Hawaiian time?
He's in Alaska.
Sorry. Alaska time? And Sophie's back saying, I don't know how I feel about this Raw to Netflix news. I guess I have mixed feelings about it.
We all do. It's one of those things. Don't think about it. When it happens, either watch it or don't, and move forward. Don't think about it. It is what it is. It's not going anywhere. It happened. It's real. So try not to think about it.
You basically have almost a whole year to not worry about it.
And, you know, it sounds like other things might be moving there in the future. And it's a 10-year deal. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I don't know. It sounded like it was I'm not sure if it was for their live of Raw, but it was like all of their stuff.
Overseas, yeah. Not in America, but yeah. All their stuff overseas.
No, it said America, that it was all for America.
Right.
And the UK. It was the US, UK, Canada.
Right.
That they put on that.
Right. So eventually they might want to try that, but they sell those rights in America. But everywhere that isn't sold is going to have that on Netflix now. Like starting in January of next year. Like the Peacock stuff and all that we have will be on Peacock. But it would be cool eventually if they did it all on one network, but they're not going to. Too much money to be made in America, splitting it up and renting it out.
Vindicator says, no surprise the other company wants to copy AEW. They have no fresh ideas.
Yeah, and when I say copy, I mean copy. It's like a carbon copy. It's good what happened with WWE, though. If you think about it logically, it's really good because it opens up Monday night for cable television, not Netflix, not streaming services, obviously. But on cable, it opens up that Monday now. There's nothing on. So now, if AEW wanted to, they could move to Monday, which would be fine with me. I'm okay with that. They can move it to Monday. They can also get on like a bigger network. Obviously, they're on a bigger network, but I'm talking about their other shows. Can move to big networks if they wanted to. It literally opens it up because that's a giant that just left. That'd be like the NFL just leaving cable, like just leaving TV. That's a monster. It's millions. 1.5 to 2.5 million every week on that night. That gone.
Oh.
Who knows what Netflix, but Netflix wouldn't have spent all that money if they didn't think it was a big deal. Right now, Raw is making $240,000 a year, and SmackDown's going to be right around that, 260 or 280. I can't remember what theirs is. It's 2.4 billion over 5 years, so whatever that math is.
Right.
But the contract they signed with Netflix is 500. That's huge. That's other level.
I hope they all go tits up.
Anyways, it's definitely a big old thing. Now, is Netflix going to raise their prices to?
Yep. Again.
To pay for that?
Yep. They'll raise them again.
Because wrestling fans are going to watch, so they know they've got at least 1.5 million that'll pay it, or right around that. Maybe 200 million, or not 200 million, but 1.5 million to 2.5 million. Wrestling fans say they won't do it, but I've heard it for 5 years all the time. I'm going to quit watching. I'm going to quit watching. I'm going to quit watching. Have they ever quit watching? No.
Yeah, you did for like 10 years.
Like people coming back?
No. You stopped watching for like 10 years.
Well, yeah, but that was because of a real thing. Hogan lost to The Rock. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. And it actually wasn't.
Yeah, he lost to a sellout.
He wasn't a sellout at the time.
He is what he is. He was then, and that's why he is now.
1, 2, and Page kicks out.
He's just showing his true colors more now than he did then.
Speaking of The Rock, I need to watch that movie, the second one of the Jumanji. I still haven't seen it.
Daz says, do you think the Bucks could interfere in Sting and Darby chat?
They could, and they're probably going to. They're going to play it up because obviously that's going to be the main event at the pay-per-view. I would assume it's going to be the main event. There's not a lot of other stuff going on, and it's Sting's last match. It would make sense. It does make you wonder how they're going to end it. Because they could end it with Sting getting turned on by Ric Flair, have Ric Flair there, and then have Ric Flair, hit him with the uppercut in the dick. That's kind of his patented thing that he did forever.
Right.
And then have Sting still win somehow. Obviously Darby would have to get involved or something. And that would be kind of fun. Like an ending.
Mm-hmm.
That Sting still prevailed, yet Rick turned on him. So Rick goes out as the heel that he's always been. Sting's the babyface that he always was.
Right.
And with Sting retiring, is he leaving?
Right.
Because he doesn't have to. I mean, shit, they have all these old guys all the time. Jake Roberts is on here, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he doesn't have to, like
in
leave
reality,
the company. He could just retire from actually physically wrestling.
Yeah, in ring work. Or does he actually want to go home?
Right.
Just Joe is super furious.
I hope he is.
He's going for that buckshot and missed it. Turned it around.
Super furious.
With so much furation.
He's got the fury in his face hole.
Furation.
Fury in his face hole.
Uh-oh. He killed a guy. Paige going up top. Charlotte flaring off the top. Into the ropes. Or under the ropes, sorry. Here it comes. Buckshot. He lands it. It's over. Penta ducks it. He got him with a lariat anyways, but not the buckshot. Yeah. Looks like he's setting him up for it again, though. Double barrel.
Oh, bummer.
That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
Adam Pac-Man Page.
Loser Adam Page won. Oh my god, such a big win for the rankings. Like, so much.
It's one of the biggest things that we've seen ever.
So big. So big.
He kind of looks like Jim Duggan. If you look at his face, he looks like a hacksaw Jim Duggan. Although Jim Duggan was bigger than he is, but he needs that 2x4 and be like, oh!
Vindicator says, Sophie, I thought you left. Now you come off as a fibber. So he says, I did leave, and the Rock on the board. That is another shocker. Walter says, come on, Hangman Page, get the win. I don't get Netflix. I'm going to miss Raw.
We'll see. It's a year away.
Me too, Walter.
It's a year away, guys. Calm down. And maybe there's going to be a whole bunch of people that miss it like that.
Because I'm definitely not buying Netflix again. Not for a year.
That has a button on it that says it. By the way, I can change the buttons. There's an app you can download. You can program your own buttons, whatever you want them to do.
That's cool. Buttons. Who's got the buttons? Buttons.
Push my buttons, baby. Uh-huh. And
so it's like, so you guys have to subscribe to Netflix again. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
All sorts. I don't have to do anything.
I can tell Raw to go shove it up their asshole where WWE needs to go with Netflix.
Turn it sideways and shove it right up its candy ass.
Right.
But we will be here, as we always are. And it would be way cool if they go to, if AEW Dynamite went to Monday. I don't know if they would do it because I don't know if they want to compete with Monday Night Football. But there's a huge hole on Mondays on cable TV now. That's a giant hole.
We don't know what night they're going to have Netflix, the Raw on Netflix.
Would they have announced the purchase of Monday Night Raw? I'm asking that serious question, not being an asshole. It sounds like I'm being an asshole, but I'm not. Like, would you buy it as Monday Night Raw if you were planning on moving it? Or would you just buy Raw?
Well,
WWE's Raw is moving to...
They talked about Raw just being on TV, period. They didn't say what night or anything. For how long it's been on television. 31 years or whatever.
Right.
They didn't call it Monday Night Raw.
I know, but on the press release, it said Monday Night Raw. So I don't know if that's...
Well, okay, so that plays into what I said. Like, it could be on Monday still.
Right.
But we don't know what night it's going to be on. What time it's going to be on. Are they going to make it different times for everybody? Is it going to be different for everybody everywhere?
It's just like Netflix. Like any other live service, it'll just be live when it drops. Like last night, that Percy Jackson...
Rolling drops that they do. Rolling drops where they're like, oh, you're in this time frame? It drops at midnight, but in this time frame, it's 2 days later.
It's live. So no. It'll be like Percy Jackson Lightning Thief. It drops at 7 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Western, Pacific, whatever you call it. About thing. Every little thing will be alright. Is that any good? You ever tried that? The powder?
What is it?
It's like a salt shaker, Hidden Valley Ranch.
It has some in their seasoning, but I don't really like it added to stuff. It tastes weird. Sorry, I had to chew my food and swallow it before I could talk again while Travis is all silent over there, engrossed in whatever commercial is on. Anyways, Vindicator says, wish I was in Hawaii for at least a week or so. Get away from some mainland madness, lol. But yeah, I should have said 6:05 p.m. next Wednesday after leaving at 7:50 p.m. tonight. I'm going by our big neon clock nowadays. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you are in those time zones. Are you in those time zones?
Should I put Eastern time up there?
Sophie says, with this Netflix move, who could get fans that haven't watched WWE in a while back to watching them for the first time in however long. Walter says, Hangman Page won. Vindicator says, I thought Penta was close to becoming a singles champion last year, but nope. He is back to just spinning his wheels as a mid-card jobber. Walter says, rip to WCW legend Ice Train. And Vindicator says, predictable result, Walter. Sophie says, who the hell is Ice Train? And Vindicator is trying to say that Hangman is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times better than Spawn and trying to say facts. I call bullshit. Hangman Adam Page is a loser, crybaby, sellout.
I don't see him being better than Charlotte at a moonsaw. He is a dude. He should be a little better, but I don't see him being that much better than Charlotte. Although she's on the show for like a year, so it doesn't matter anyway. By the way, she's out for a year, if that changes your thinking about watching WWE. She tore her knee up. The Bucks.
Walter says Ice Train was with Scott Flash Norton. Vindicator says,
Scott
so
Norton.
funny seeing Orange rocking a photo of his twin brother. Ayla's in the chat. Hear that? Shove it up and sideways. Freaks. Right. And Robbie's now in the chat too. Says, what is up, yo? Not much.
So there's 77.3 million paid subscribers to Netflix in the United States.
How many?
77.3 million.
Far.
Oh, and Canada. That's and Canada.
Next time it's going to be a fine. I hate these guys. They're annoying. They're more annoying now than they were before. It's weird.
Don't hate the players, hate the game.
Yeah, I do hate the game. And you still make me sit here and watch it. It was like, you should make merch. Shove it up your a-hole. Chris says they called it WWF Superstars the Saturday Night Main Event before Raw existed. Robbie says, so WWE Raw will be on Netflix for the whole world.
Yeah.
Do you consider 4 nations the whole world?
It's everywhere that has Netflix.
No, it's not.
Did you not read?
I did.
Okay.
It was like, what is British time zone? Ha ha. Robbie says, Ayla, you fraud. It will be 1 a.m. for the UK. Ayla's like, how am I a fraud? I'm literally asking if you have a time zone. It was like, we have 3 or 4 time zones. Mountain, Standard, and Pacific.
They go by...
we have more than that, Ayla. We have like 5.
They go by the Greenwich Mountain Time or the Greenwich something time. So it's like GMT, I think is what it's called. And I think they're in 4.
Yeah, something like that. We looked it up before because we were curious about it. Robbie's like, and D played the game. What game are you talking about? Ayla says, Robbie, you need a dictionary. If it's in America, it is the whole world. Well, okay then, weirdo. Alrighty, you and Travis.
Netflix has 260 million global subscribers. So way more outside the U.S. than in the U.S.
That's not very many. That's not very many, considering how much of the population of the world is.
Well,
And
yeah,
we have 260 million subscribers.
You also got to think if you make $30,000 a year, you're in the top 1% of all wealth in the world. Saying there's a lot of people that are poor, very poor. They're not going to have
They
Netflix.
all have Netflix. All the poor people do. It's all the rich people that don't.
Like, it's subsidized by their government.
Mm-hmm.
And it's free because they're poor. Old, poor people.
Poor people are gross.
Ew.
Don't worry, I'm one of them. So I'm gross too. They're going to be added over time. Beginning January 25, Netflix will be exclusive new home for Raw in US, Canada, UK, and Latin America, among other territories, with additional countries and regions to be added over time. Kiss my what?
What? It says an other
Kiss
territory.
my what?
I don't know why you're still doing that.
Kiss my...
I know.
Yes, kiss my big brown eye. And I don't mean the one here on my face.
Your swamp water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're lightly taking a wrestler.
Ew, lightly, gross. And this is gross. So UK equals not good. Got it. Robbie says Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah. I knew it was GMT. I just didn't know what it was called.
It's a weird name. Why is it mean? Like rude and mean. Mean.
It's mean as in like the mean, meaning
Mean.
the math of it.
Why is it mad? Why is it mean?
It's that way.
This is basically if you can afford Netflix, you rich. Well, I fucking can't afford Netflix, so I ain't rich. I'm a poor ass bitch.
They just need to give it to people for free.
Ayla says by default I'm rich. Robbie says, oh, Ayla in the USA is so exciting. Ayla says, what else could there be? USA is the only thing worth waking up to. My flat American US. Robbie says, Wardlow going for the kill tonight. Brandon Stevens in the chat saying, hey, Wrestling Gab. Hey, Brandon.
Hello, Governor.
Ayla's like, because British people are mean. Well, that makes a little more sense. Brandon's like, Deonna Purrazzo versus Toni Storm.
Yeah, we're going to see it.
They're going to talk.
March 3rd, but they're not wrestling.
They're talking tonight. You'll get to see them, but they're just yakking at each other. Robbie says, oh, Ayla sounds like Nightmare.
Your cousin from Boston.
Have you seen those TikToks I sent you? No. Ayla, did you see those TikToks I sent you about animals?
What kind of animal?
It was like maybe, I wouldn't say nightmare, I'd say night terrors.
Twins, Basil, twins!
That's like sleep paralysis. Yeah, sleep paralysis. hilarious. I'm like, I've never wanted to learn so much about animals in my entire life.
What are they doing?
What is it doing? Oh, nasty! You're pooping in the water.
In our waters. Wardlow. Poor Trent.
I think this was the first one.
The Glasgow kiss.
Nasty, filthy Parkinson's. No Parkinson's here, my love. They just danglings. No nice breezes. First the hip, then the hooks, then we eat them hoes.
That was one of the first ones I heard, and I was just like, oh my god, this is hilarious. I'm talking about
They got Trent burying freaking Wardlow.
That's awesome. Ayla says, not yet, D. I just got home, had a meltdown, and got on here. Why did you have a meltdown, sweetie? What's going on? Why are you having meltdowns? What happened? Oh, why would there be?
No. Well, there hasn't been a title match either. I feel like that's something you need to change titles as an actual match. Sometimes they do strip the champions, though, if there was an injury. Get him, Wardlow. Much rejoicing.
Ayla says, I'm currently locked in the bathroom by choice. Last time. Oh, the last time you were locked in a bathroom.
By choice.
Not by choice. Do you have a window that you can exploit the plus? Walter says Wardlow for the win, and Walter's like, hi, Ayla.
Here it comes. Powerbomb City. Good been knowing you. Been good knowing you. He should have done it like 10 times, like he does against other people.
Right? It was like everything. Super on edge. I don't want to dump on here. These people probably don't care. It was like, hi, Walter. It was like that. Skunk burritos. It doesn't look like Hugh Jackman, smells like him though.
Shut up.
This is so funny. Tourette. Well, when you get a win against Tourette.
Trent Beretta.
Yeah, but it's Tourette.
Tourette.
He was going to call him Tourette syndrome, and then he corrected himself just in case somebody got offended.
Which somebody would have immediately.
I would have. I'd make fun of those people. Robbie's like, what was he doing that on the side, Robbie? You were watching him? You're gross. It was like, I'm just overwhelmed with the kids. Rotten children. You should have locked them in the bathroom. Well,
then you get locked out in a cell, and then you get to be away from them for a while.
come in there and say it was a timeout.
Cage.
I don't think so. I think they're just showing the ceiling of whatever they're at. That was going to be on tonight.
The Asian guy and somebody else?
And this ass crack guy.
Oh, AK. Or AC. Cool! Now somebody has stepped up.
What does the R really stand for?
Back in the day,
Mental illness?
Retard? It's right there.
Now we know what the R really stands for. Makes sense. That guy forgot how to give himself a haircut.
Yeah, I think it's from electroshock.
Ila's laughing. Yeah, right. Perot.
Peraza. They cut out.
Perot. It's
Ross
Deanna
Perot.
Perot.
Ross Perot's granddaughter.
Whatever, it's his wife.
Ew.
Is he still alive?
Oh, God, no. In 1992. Is he still alive? No.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
He's not cryogenically kept alive. How are you going to do this? All in black and white?
Probably. They split screen, eh?
All right.
This is interesting.
Or he's like, Tony Storm, this gimmick is confusing. She's pretending
I've got
to
a
be
massage booked for 11.
It's like Hollywood superstar from like the 1930s.
Did they have Hollywood in the 30s?
What?
Did they have Hollywood before TV?
Yes. Yes, they did.
Just for film?
Yeah, they had picture films. A lot of them.
I want to go back in time and buy some land in Hollywood around that time.
Yeah. Or it's like Tony Storm, what dumb accent? Isn't she from like
Australia.
a continent that is or was British owned? They literally used a continent as a jail.
That's a great idea.
And then they let him become a...
And then they put... What was the other animal that they released all over the world that killed pretty much everything?
Starling?
No, I'm pretty sure it was English. A mongoose.
Really?
I think they're everywhere. They haven't made it to here yet, but they're even in California and Nevada right now.
Those are native to India.
I know, they're putting them everywhere, though.
Why?
Because they kill everything. And so they were killing all the small animals, but then it, like, overtook their island. Like, Hawaii's got it.
They don't kill little animals, though. That's weird. But...
They kill anything when they're hungry. And there's not a lot that can kill them because they're so freaking good fighters. I think that's all I'm saying. Matching tattoos.
I have no idea.
What is that, like? Is that a duck?
I don't understand what's happening.
I think they have...
sounds stupid.
It looks like Scrooge McDuck.
It's a duck.
Yeah, little tattoo. Blowed out your butthole. Oh! She hit her with a shoe.
Of course she did.
Oh, shit. She's going to hit her back with a shoe. Damn, that's a heavy shoe. She's got her in an arm bar. This is a train wreck.
Basically. Well, Walter says, yes, cat fight. And Sophie says, I actually hope Storm puts an end to this timeless gimmick by the middle of the year. It's just too cheesy for me now. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter.
Bye.
Have a good week. Rest of your week. Ayla says, OMG, it's his whole TikTok page. Right? All he does is, like, people tell him an animal, and then he does the Gollum voice for him. Oh my god.
You should get on there.
He says there is a rumor SmackDown might move nights once they move back to the USA Network in October.
Oh, please. Almost give anything for that. Anything. I don't even care what night it is. As long as it's not Saturday night or freaking Friday night. I'm good.
Walter says, bye, Ayla. And Vindicator says, Sophie, just make it a game. Just drink every time it happens. If you don't have to work tomorrow. Sophie says, I don't know. It's just a big deal. And at least we're watching AEW. That's when we'd want you to bring that news. Because we're watching AEW.
AEW news.
AEW tonight would be AEW news.
That's why I was speculating what they could do. They could go to move off Friday with Rampage, put it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a great move for them.
Yeah. Ayla's like, I followed him. But I saw one, and I had to watch it multiple. I couldn't stop laughing. It's freaking hilarious. And I hate Gollum. Like, I hate that creature. To the ends of the earth do I hate that creature. Worst creature ever invented.
Click. That was funny. That was the commercial. But
that's because most people, that's what you do. And cancel.
That would be
him too.
Silly.
Do you?
I mean, I get it. Like, if he comes to WWE, why would you put him off going to AEW?
Like, they're like, we're going to start you off at the bottom.
But it's Okada. Like,
do you need something? What do you want?
I don't want it. I mean, I could have a chunk of cheese. But...
Do you want a chunk of cheese? I haven't touched them with any of my crackers.
No, I don't care about that.
It's gross cheese. You won't like it.
Yeah.
It's hard cheese. You don't like hard cheese.
Like
it's so disgusting.
Just eat little bits of it.
Yeah. So once it gets kind of warm, it's like different. It has like more of a creamy texture rather than.
It's still dry, and what's that aftertaste? That's what gets me.
It's the sharpness of it. That means you wouldn't like sharp cheese. Jackknife is in the chat. Hey Jack, good to see you back. Says yo. And Sophie says she's probably on the board too.
Mm-mm. He's not on the board of TKO. He's not even on the board that I'm aware of WWE.
There you go.
He just runs stuff. Well, literally almost no say.
They better not have any say. Except for his daughter becoming GM in NXT. Shows me that he's got a lot of say.
Mox, getting it done. Hopefully he's back for good at the top because AEW dearly needs this guy.
He's a loser face. This says, ew, hard cheese. Whatever. It depends on the cheese. But the new here says Moxley auditioning to be a school teacher now. That's dumb. Now this is God, I love extra sharp white cheddar. I could eat a whole brick. Now my question about white cheddar, is it softer than yellow cheddar? I feel like it is.
Johnny TV.
Not Johnny TV.
Oh, look. Just tits everywhere. Nothing cringe about boobs. Ew.
Disgusting.
Why are they kissing on TV? Whose house? Source house.
Ayla says that. Is it me? Y'all glitching hard.
Yeah, it should come back now. It was said it wasn't getting enough signal.
Hopefully it works now. Vindicator says, I noticed the glitching too. Sorry. Thanks for telling us though. This says, I don't know. I don't think so. White versus regular? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is one softer than the other one?
Oh, he didn't wear his coat.
Vindicator says maybe it's glitching at the thought of Ayla eating a whole brick of cheese. Well, you know, a whole brick. Now, it depends, Vindicator. A whole brick of cheese could
Be
mean a lot of stuff because a brick of cheese could be this big. You know,
she's probably
this thick,
talking about like
or a whole brick, like a pound of cheese.
Like a
There's
cinder block.
3 pounds of cheese brick, you know.
A wheel.
A wheel of cheese. I mean, a brick of cheese could mean from this big to... Just saying.
Use it as your spare and drive home.
Yep. Ayla says, okay, just checking. I reloaded YouTube, so I had to ask. Well, you know, you never know.
Well, on here now it's saying it's getting enough, but it was saying it wasn't getting enough signal. Here comes Jeff.
Ayla's like, I think the white is drier, but it's my opinion. Maybe it is. Does it have a more, like, not like sharp because it's extra sharp, but like a tangy flavor to it? The bite to it? I'll eat sharp cheese, but I'm not a huge fan of extra sharp because it has like a weird tangy taste to it. So I'm not a huge fan of it. So I don't really like Swiss cheese because it has like a weird tang to it.
There's some in there. Look. White Swiss and it has holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the moon.
Yep. Vindicator says, but too much cheese can't be good for the tum-tum. Depends on who you are. It doesn't bother my tum-tum. And Ayla says, nah, I'm talking like 2-pound brick. Imagine it. I can imagine a 2-pound brick. I get 5 pounds of cheddar cheese from the Costco all the time. Sophie says every major wrestling content creator made videos about the 2 big WWE news items that came out yesterday.
Yeah. I did just a dry post. I didn't do a video on it.
Robbie says, brick of cheese. Someone having a good time. It was like, yeah, a little tang. Haha, George doesn't like it at all. Yeah.
I like, is it called provolone?
Yes.
Provolone.
It's very plain. It has flavor, but not a lot. It's soft and creamy. I'm so surprised you didn't like that Havarti cheese because that creamy Havarti has that same.
Is that the stuff that I would eat? It's good, and then it just tastes like shit. Like it.
It was in the little tiny packages like this, and it was only like this thick. Because the other one was the New York style, and it's like a cheese spread that's like this.
I think that one was fine. One of them just, like, it's good for a minute, and it's really soft. You could spread it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it just is gross. Like, it just happens. Like, you just, whatever. Because it makes no sense.
Huh.
But
It can happen.
all of a sudden it's just like, oh
Why does it taste yucky? Like, it's got the heckness. Vindicator says I sprinkled some Parmesan cheese on my pizza today. It works.
Cheese.
Ravi says Jeff Hardy, is he on his last run?
Yeah.
He should be.
I don't know if he's on a run. He might just be on a little bit of a jog.
Ayla says, it is a good time, Ravi. You know nothing. Vindicator says, meanwhile, Swerve and Hardy having a nice little TV match. So he says Netflix is getting rid of the non-ad-free plan.
Oh, so everybody's going to have ads then, is what you're saying? That's cool.
Which are you talking about? Netflix is getting rid of the non-ad-free plan. So they have They won't have any plans that
Or ad free.
don't have ads. So every plan that you get from Netflix will have ads. So not only are you paying for shit garbage on their things for an exorbitant amount of money that's ridiculous, now you're going to get ads for everything too.
Well, I would assume
Wow.
what she's maybe meaning
Amazing.
is that they'll have, the word live is bad, shows on there, and they will add commercials into them to get revenue because they're losing people.
Couldn't imagine how that could happen if they keep raising their prices.
But I would assume movies
Don't
will be
password
ad
share.
free, but like television shows, they can just put the commercials in, and they can sell their own ads. So it could literally be anything from, nipple wax to little blue pills.
Everybody, this is why I got rid of cable and went to this, and now they're going to this, and it's like, I told you it was going to happen. Y'all thought I was crazy when
Should've
I said it was going to
YouTube.
happen.
Should have started a YouTube channel.
10 years ago, when I said, look at all these dumbasses going, I'm going to go cut the cable.
It started, well, we started discussing it, might have been before that, when WWE came out with their network. That's kind of what it was like, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that would be cool if everybody had their own network. I remember saying that.
You had it for like 9 years
And
when
then
they moved it to Peacock.
And then they sold it to Peacock or whatever in the Americas. And now it's going to Netflix in other countries.
Robbie says, Ayla, that's what I said. Ayla, you're a fraud. Ayla says, I don't even cut it. I just hold the brick and take bites. Oh, there you go.
I can't do big bites of cheese, no matter what kind of cheese it is.
Vindicator says, Sophie is a living ad for WWE operations, among other things. Ayla says, no, Netflix is taking away the $11.99 option only. That plan was locked in for old customers. No one could get that after last year. Now it's leaving. Yeah, I canceled that one. It was the like $7.99. Then they went up to $9.99, and then they went up to $11.99. And I said, "Fuck you," and I canceled it, and I never want it back. I never want to see Netflix ever again. Why is she talking?
I don't know. She said.
Sophie says, haha, funny, it will be interesting what the USA Network is going to have to replace Monday Night Raw after this year. Vindicator says it will be replaced rightfully so by Dynamite. Right. It was like, Travis, that's a problem.
That I can't take big bites out of cheese.
Yep.
It's not, though. I
It's
feel
totally
like
a problem, you cheese hater.
I just don't like chunks of cheese.
Travis hates cheese. He doesn't even like cheese.
I don't mind parts of cheese and things with cheese. Provolone, is that what I like?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys sell provolone in like a wheel? Or like a brick? Anyway, okay. I feel like I should ask.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking Netflix.
Robin says, Ayla, did you think Netflix was worth the price? Vindicator says, I heard Netflix was a floundering service anyway. Yeah, that's why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's why they've raised prices. They've went to add ads to their shit because they're floundering. They got rid of their password sharing, anything like that. So even though you're part of the family and you like let your kid who's in college watch it, they can't anymore because they're not there at your fucking address. Fuck you, Netflix.
they're like, I need your login information, and then you got to send it to them in a text or on a phone call, because they have to like send a thing to your email, like a ding, whatever it's called.
This is Travis. You need to work on your cheese eating issues. You disgust me.
Not an issue.
Rob is like a little cheese hater. Vindicator's like, even cheese has its limits, Ayla. And it's like, we can order it, Travis, but you have to take big bites.
Oh, then no.
Robbie says, UK, we call it a block of cheese. Most people call it blocks of cheese.
It is a block of cheese.
It looks like we do too, Ravi. I'm just messing around. A brick sounds crazy. Vindicator says, Ayla, I hope you eat a block of cheese next time you sit next to Talitha. And Ravi says, LOL, I know. What's just funny, Vindicator, because the last time Ayla did sit by me was for a pay-per-view. She had a brick of cheese in her purse. She could have been eating it. Literally.
Cheese.
She could have been eating it.
With these, do you put them this way, or do you think you go the fluffy side out?
I would put the fluffy side in because the fluffy side attracts growth.
This attracts grow.
It all attracts growth.
I was just wondering how they do it. Like if there's a professional, like a how-to video.
I don't know. Maybe you should look it up on YouTube. I'm sure it'll tell you. Don't they have a video for everything?
Yeah, probably.
See? Everything.
Whose house is it?
Hopefully it's Swerve's house. The fact that this is still going is weird.
Jeff is trying to get a DUI in the middle of the ring. He's a dick. Jeff's in trouble here. So much trouble. They don't even know how to call it. He's just punching him. One's sitting on the ropes. The other one's behind him, trying to get up in it. Whoa! Moonsault.
It looks like a brick of the devil's dandruff. What the fuck is that? Are you talking about cocaine?
Yeah. Like, you really not know?
Well, we went from cheese to drugs, so, you know.
Well, it's because it's a brick.
It's kind of like...
I mean, I guess it could be meth. Or, heroin.
It looks like I did have a hockey puck of cheese in my purse. Half a pound round disc. I know.
Was it
That's great.
provolone?
No.
You might have got mugged.
I think it was Gouda or something.
I don't know what that one tastes like.
It's nutty.
I only get to taste what she decides that she should buy for this house. So I don't have a cheese, whatever that's called.
Yeah, because I can afford all the expensive, crazy cheeses.
Yeah, but they're probably gross. I remember David always talked about cheese, and they'd bring it out to you with mold on it at the restaurant. You had to cut it off, and that was really good cheese. But I don't know what he was talking about. I mean,
It's so weird.
and you knew it was good. That's why every time you ask me, should I eat that or throw it away? I'm like, well, you just cut it off and eat it. That's what David said. But I don't know if all cheeses are supposed to be eaten moldy.
I don't know. Ella says I'm drawing myself into an interesting light. It's Coke. Vindicator says this Hardy versus Swerve scuffle is feeling like one of those long Continental Classic matches. LOL. It was like, it was Gouda. Yummy. I can bring you some.
I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe.
Bring some Gouda. It's expensive everywhere else.
I thought about stealing my own stealing my own liquor.
Stilling? Like
Stilling.
a still?
Yeah. So I was watching this guy last night before I fell asleep. And he was doing it. And they have like a smaller startup kit. It's like $400. And it's pure copper. And you just start like...
Could you imagine how many houses you would have to rob to make that pure copper?
Somebody would break into my house and steal it. He did it with like a hot plate, like you would just get, like you'd plug in the wall.
Right.
And that's what he put under the one. But you can do it with a flame. The only problem with doing it with a flame is if you try to double or triple steal something, it's flammable when you put it back in.
Oh, okay.
And so you want to water it down to 80.
Okay.
Anything under 80 proof is okay, like safe. So you can get it up to like 170 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nuts to think about.
Robbie says, is Gorgonzola the most smelliest cheese? No. It was
I
like
heard blue cheese.
Blue cheese, I think, Robbie. And Vindicator says, I thought Limburger was the smelliest. Yes. Limburger
I don't
cheese
know.
is the
I had a
smelliest.
buddy. No, it was my cousin, Tron, and he would say that blue cheese is the stinkiest cheese. He worked in a restaurant for a while.
Yeah.
And it would make him sick to smell it.
Yeah.
In the back.
It's because it has mold on it.
Is that the one maybe that David
Blue
talked
cheese
about?
has mold. Yeah.
But you eat it?
Yes.
Or
You eat
the
it.
mold?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
You eat it.
Doesn't make you hallucinate or anything.
Well, the only problem is if you have any kind of allergies to like penicillin, like really bad allergies, it can affect you. It can put you into like anaphylactic allergy. Ayla says, I just take it from work. That's why it was in my purse. I stole it.
See?
Ayla's like, I don't know about stinky cheese. We have a...
Like
no, that's
dirt
weird.
As a kid.
But I'm not sure if I would like that one. I'm not a big fan of my food tasting like the earth. It's definitely not one of my favorite things.
Reminds me of what like a night crawler would taste like.
Ew. Oh god, dumb and weird.
Ugh, I swallowed a worm once.
Of course you did, because it came out of the hose.
And I let it run for like what felt like a full minute.
Gag.
Yes.
Ayla
Eyes are
says
watering.
Talitha's right because mold. And Robbie says smells like bad feet. Is that a way to describe it?
Are we glitching? Are we glitching?
I wonder why it's doing that.
That's what it did. That's why we switched away from it.
Oh, that one? Why does it have the audio input capture so crazy? What is that?
This.
Oh, okay. It just bounces up and down, so I was worried that it...
Yeah, because we're talking.
No, when you're not watching.
And
Robbie's like, smells like bad feet. Is that the way to describe it? I don't know, maybe. Vindicator says peaches and cake matches next. Travis, get your invisible popcorn ready. You know, I guess it could be like the blue cheese could smell like bad feet. It could smell that kind of smell, like a. It's definitely not. I don't like blue cheese. I don't like blue cheese dressing. I really don't like it. Not a fan. It's kind of like feta. I'm not a big fan of feta cheese either because it has that weird taste to it.
I don't know what that
It's goat cheese. Like your goat cheese.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. I try it, but I'm like, I just get dressing or something similar. And I can't because I always feel like it overwhelms it so bad. Vindicator says peaches. Oh, I read that one. Peaches and cake. It was like, yes, glitch. Glitch. Yeah. Have to, it won't start and shit.
Just every once in a while.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. It was like, I love feta. Yeah. Vindicator says some high-tech spy in Idaho working for H is jamming and scrambling y'all's feed. I doubt it.
Yeah,
We don't really have any information that would be really that pertinent.
It's bugging, yo.
Popeyes. It was like, I like feta with tomatoes. And Robbie says, would you use cheese in your salad? What kind of cheese? And yes, I put cheese in my salad. Usually it's however it's hooked up to our thing. Like we had to change from our dump. It was like, I do Ravi feta with balsamic glaze.
Yeah, it definitely is an issue with this computer. And that computer's badass. I don't know why. I should just flash it.
Wipe it.
Do a full restart. That's the one that guy did. And some of the things didn't load. He didn't load them back up. The drivers. Remember, I had to add some drivers.
Mm-hmm.
So I should.
SD card drivers or some shit.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Because it wouldn't work. Like none of my things would work, and I'd be like, these are broken and gone, but they weren't.
Yeah. I just know it has a bad ass hard drive at.
Right.
The one this one I want to do it with. I should do that first. Have him do this one, the hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
But this one has 2 hard drives, and one of them's the drive. It goes at like 600 megabytes per second. 10 times faster than that. The long stick.
Mm-hmm.
From Mexico. Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa.
Pepperoni was too spicy.
And here comes Red Velvet. She's just so cute. Like, her face is really pretty. Straight out of your mama's kitchen.
Like a cake.
Well, she's wearing an apron. Just comes straight out of your mama's kitchen. All right, we're underway. Thunder Rosa's a lot better in-ring worker.
Right.
But they'll Velvet quite a bit lately. So. Red Velvet, if you please. Hey, more people are interested in this one. It's rare. Uppercut to the elbow. It's an interesting move. Hip toss.
Robbie says balsamic glaze, fancy shit, Ayla. And Ayla says, depending on the dressing, is the cheese. Cheddar with ranch, feta with balsamic. I don't know. I don't experiment much. Me neither. I only usually put Colby Jack or cheddar on my green salads. If I'm going to put cheese on it. But if you like a Caesar salad, then you're putting like Parmesan on it or some crap, which...
Right.
Ravi's laughing. Ayla says, not really Ravi. It's just balsamic vinegar, but reduced down until it's thick. Because I get it for Travis and he eats it.
It has carbs in it.
Yes.
But that's from what it's made out of. Like what they ferment to make the vinegar.
Yeah. Ayla says, I get my glaze from Costco. Freaking so good. My friend puts it on vanilla ice cream. No, I haven't tried it. I don't know if I want to. Travis talked about that too. Vanilla ice cream and the balsamic vinegar that you saw. Sounds disgusting. Showed that to me one time.
I'll have to try it.
Robbie says, Ayla, and you reduced it down. I don't have any vanilla ice cream.
No, it would have to be like a different type of yogurt. Yogurt's packed with carbs.
Right.
I don't know where they get them
from. Robbie says, Ayla, and you reduced it down? And Vindicator says, man, I forgot that Rosa was such a shorty. Even Deanna is taller than her. And Ayla says, no, I don't, Robbie, but that's basically what it is. Just vinegar. Vindicator says, ugh, they do this and ridiculous.
Yeah, nobody wants to see them on small.
Robbie says, would you say ham and cheese is a worthy combo?
Sure.
Why not?
Nothing wrong with ham and cheese.
It doesn't make it ice cream, Ayla.
Yeah, and it has more carbs. You might as well eat ice cream. That's a bowl is that I tried to get one of these once, and she went and bought a false brand.
Which is hilarious, because when I went to look at the boar's head, which I did, and saw them at Fred Meyer, and I went in there, and So there you go. They're not as good as you think. They're uncured, still had sugar in it. This was, I wouldn't, but I'm not a huge fan of ham. I hate yogurt. I just can't. I'll vomit. I don't mind yogurt. It's probably not my favorite thing, but I like some of it. But I get it. You don't like fruit, so it would make sense. I don't know why you're not a huge fan of ham, Ayla. What's wrong with you?
She's really good at all the time. She's always been good,
Yeah,
right?
she has never been like terrible.
Best women's
When
match
she
ever
had that, I mean,
was
she's doing
her
good
and Britt.
because she had an injury the last like few fights she had, and she was kind of off. But now that she's got her injury fixed, she doesn't look bad, except for
Hopefully she gets back in shape. Maybe she needs to go to Mama's kitchen. Because she looks like she's eating healthy. Oh, that hurt. Here it comes.
there it is.
Get her, Red Velvet.
Make her pay.
Why are they all stuttering? This the indie stuff. I don't like it. See how slow it moved?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. I
I'm not
get that
going
you guys
to.
don't know that. You're not going to do that.
Yeah. It says maybe I have a touch of the autism.
Yeah, you don't like to touch, what are that, microfiber claws?
No,
They stick to your fingertips.
she doesn't like cotton balls.
I'm sure she doesn't like microfiber cloths either. If she
Possibly.
doesn't like cotton. Oh! That might just do it.
Oh.
Red got pile drove. That's a tad bit. But she is from there. Called it the old Tijuana bomb. Savannah Bananas? Who's that? Oh, it's the baseball team. I wonder if they play the motorboaters
Maybe.
in the same division as the Hooters. Video I see about that team. They changed their name to the motorboaters for that game, and they sold merch and everything because they were playing the heavy Hooters or whatever they were called. So they turned their name to the motorboaters. Oh shit! That's a minor league team. Is real. It's like legit shit. It's like for one game. Serena Deeb's back. The librarian. Punk.
Ayla says check on it. So you don't like pig in general, huh? That's so dumb.
Wow.
Not
Just-
even true.
It is.
Vindicator says, so 2 women matches, probably mental, but still.
It's Sting! That wasn't Sting, that was a guy in the crowd. Darby the house elf. Maybe I should buy one of those masks. I didn't even know they had them.
A mask?
Those masks, yeah, like the hard plastic ones.
Oh. Oh, I see a guy have one in the back.
Uh-huh. And that kid was wearing one. I never looked up that Hulk Hogan merch. Probably get on that. See if I can become poor.
What is it like?
Darby the house elf.
So hilarious. He's so funny. It was like, well, no, I like pulled pork chops if they're cooked right. I don't eat bacon or ham. I just don't.
I don't know if I could go without bacon. That's the one that, like, is almost like a deal breaker.
I don't like bacon. Lame-o. Vindicator says Sting doubled up on his face paint tonight.
It looks like it, doesn't it? You still got it.
Oh, how sweet.
Look at all the cameras. In the back.
What was he calling?
What cameras to use and stuff.
Oh.
But he's actually working.
Pretending, yeah.
Oh, he was.
Vindicator's like, rankings are back, Bay. Oh, yeah. Oh, there they are. It's like, I don't hate bacon, but I could definitely live without it.
I heard it takes like 15 minutes off your life, so I should have died in the 1700s.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, there's that.
Oh, dear.
They're all gonna chant it. You still got it. Clap, 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 clap. That doesn't even make sense. Are the Bucks the champions?
Of what?
AEW?
Tag teams?
Yeah.
No, they're not champions at all.
Well, then how the fuck are they gonna get the titles? Thought they were wrestling the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sting like
Forgot how to put his makeup on.
He touched himself afterward on his cheek, and his ears were like dotted. Like, was he wiping it off on his ears?
Ayla says, you could start smoking cigarettes, Travis, if you want to die early.
I died in 1700. I'm fine.
Actually, it'd be better if he vaped. Then he'd really just die early.
Ugh. Why am I smoking or vaping? What to start a habit?
That could kill me, potentially. It's fine.
You know, I took 20 years off.
That's fine. Vindicator says, kind of random. But I both hate and can live without candy corn, maple syrup,
Candy cane.
candy canes, and syrup. You really like sugar, don't you?
Is there
Or sugar and maple syrup? Yeah.
He drinks that pop like I do, like I used to.
Gulp,
I could
gulp,
easily
gulp,
done that if
gulp,
it was
gulp.
warm.
Did you? Like, how could you not hear it?
Did
you
hear
hear
that?
'Cause I love the smell of candy corn. I could huff a bag all day. It's
I'm
like
like that
Travis,
with new shoes.
vape it up, Travis.
I don't even know if I could do it. First of all, I wouldn't know where you even get it. Can you just go to a gas station and say, "Hey, give me a vape and some juice"?
Mm-hmm.
They sell vapes and juice.
Mm-hmm.
What's a like? Is there different types of vapes, or is it just a cigarette?
Mm-hmm.
See, give me the Rocket 2JC3 by El Dorado,
Sure.
and then I'll take the
Watermelon vape flavor.
the candy. What's that? Oh, cotton candy, purple flavor. Cool.
My New Year's resolution is start a new habit. Nobody said it had to be a good one.
Huh. Like, do you have the best vape they make? And wouldn't all vapes have to be the same, or?
Vindicator says, Travis, did you ever get around to seeing Kong versus Godzilla?
Yeah. Of course I did. It's my childhood in a nutshell. Godzilla would whoop his ass. Like, it wouldn't be a close fight. And that's what he did. He whooped his ass. But then they had to do it with the mecha, which I called also. It showed up. And so there's like just, there was absolutely no story. It was just Godzilla versus King Kong. And there's like this little girl that like steals a underground capsule and like goes all the way to Japan under the ocean, which by the way is pretty much impossible to even build. That's a giant ocean, and there's some trenches in there that go pretty deep. But anyways, they go all the way through, and she goes to Japan in like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember that.
Okay. But anyway,
Ayla
I like
says,
the Hollow Earth theory. I wish people would make more movies on this shit. Make the Flat Earth theory. Make that, and that should be like in cinema everywhere. Dinosaurs outside the ice walls and shit.
Dinosaurs outside the ice balls. Ayla says, tell them you want the double candied watermelon Sour Patch vape. No, they make crazy vapes. I see different ones all the time. I see them as big as your phone and as small as a lighter. Vindicator says, okay. Yeah, just wonder because they say that movie is coming on TBS next week or something.
Love it.
Ayla says, Vindicator, what do you vape? Where's your tail fluffy, buddy? What you doing? Where's your tail fluffs? Why you got the fluff tail?
He's like, why is the airplane good stuff?
Why is this all
Okay,
fluffy?
here comes the acclaimed.
Why are you fluffy? What'd you get mad at?
He does have a mic. Everybody listen up.
Maple.
Listen.
Maple. Try the cheese.
Oh, shit.
You like cheese?
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Ew. Gross. Touch me with it? It's disgusting. Vinegar says money, Ayla. Only money. Ayla says it's cool that they figured out Bigfoot. Bigfoot and black bears are partners. Oh. This is wow, Vin. You're rich. Do you have a staircase in your castle? No, an elevator. How do you get downstairs if the elevator stops working, Vindicator?
Blade clip. The mountain climbing gear.
A fireman pole?
Fireman pole.
It was like, shut the front door.
Congratulations to Brian Cage. He's not the most generic man on the team. For once, he's not the most generic guy on the team.
Oh, who was it this time?
That's what he said to him.
Oh.
Did he claim this? The
Oh,
rap?
yeah.
Congratulations, Brian Cage. You're not the most generic man on the team. And he was talking to that Nana or whatever his name is. He says your crown costs $4. Should have taken that money and bought blah 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 shoes.
Like real shoes?
Yeah,
Or
because he doesn't wear shoes.
oh.
Guy, see?
Mm-hmm.
Real shoes on. Look at this.
Vindicator's like, gotta keep up with the modern times, you know.
He could have a Rapunzel in his attic too. That lowers hair and up there.
That's true.
Do you think if they really do AI, like, I mean, to the extreme, like where it's like you have robots in your house doing shit, like physical robots?
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be a big push to free them at some point? 200 years, 300 years?
I don't know.
50 years, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Ayla Ayla says Vin has many little Robbie-sized people in there with a pulley system if the elevator goes out. It was like, you lit liquor, Vin.
Uh-oh. Shit. Poor guy. Bowens is beaten.
Who's eating?
Beaten. Nobody's eating.
Beaten.
They're wrestling. You're funny. Who's eating? You. What's that other cheese?
Oh, cheddar cheese. The same cheese.
So you just cut slice. Oh, because you already had the other ones cut.
I cut those slices to roll them up with the salami. But now I'm done eating. I finished my apple and I'm done. I don't want any more. Ew.
There's scissoring.
I have to go wash my hand with bleach.
This is the scissor.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Vinegar's laughing, and Vinegar says, Ayla, stop your fronting. You know you would vape anything that Ravi would vape. Ew. Gross. It was like, Ravi is poor. He can't vape. He just has speed he made from things he finds in the asylum basement.
Both of my shoulders hurt super bad. That sucks.
Yeah.
I was pretending a cat fight earlier, and it like hurt. We were watching Buffy, and I went like this. Yeah, both shoulders just were like burning.
Your cat fight. Oh my! I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, you like mimicked a cat fight? Like, oh, that's right. I had to think about it for a second. Oh, when they did that.
I got injured watching Buffy.
Got injured watching Buffy and making fun of them in their cat fights.
There's more of this, isn't there?
Yeah, you can have those.
I don't know. Probably shouldn't.
Okay.
Dry it out or something.
What? The cheese?
Yeah.
It's just warm. It's like soft. Look at this one's all like
Brian Cage.
Ayla says, Rich Vin and Poverty Ravi. Medicare says, speaking of guys with their names in blue letters, have you guys heard from Luke lately? Nope. Haven't heard from him. Gross. Put it back on the plate. You don't have to eat it. Put it back on the plate. It's okay.
No, it's fine.
You're making faces and sounds. I don't like it. So put it on the plate.
Go away.
Or you want a napkin to spit it in? Weirdo. Oh, it's so gross. Yeah. And like used to like have him like on social media, could like kind of like talk to him, but he stopped doing that too, so you can't contact him at all. I think his kids should be turning a year or have turned a year at this point. I feel like it's been that long. Vindicator says economics can be very unfair indeed, Ayla. And Ayla says, nope. Says, I'm leaving. Good night. Haha. All right, go unlock yourself from the bathroom.
Cross kick.
Oh, no.
Page. Drops him down. That's what he was talking about, and then he got slapped for it.
Oh, God.
Max Caster.
Oh.
I like these guys, these Samoan dudes. This guy's a little small, but Billy's also a monster.
Right.
Oh!
Did you need some water?
Have a little.
And Vindicator's like, ew, who conducts a chat in the bathroom? Illa was getting away from people.
Ayla did it.
Oh no, not the chair with the Prince Nana.
Oh, shit.
Oh, somebody on the outside gonna grab his foot? There it is. Oh, it's Mr. Jay White.
Jay White, Captain Savaho. Princess na 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 na. I'm gonna try it with the ham on the outside.
Yeah. That's how I did it.
And I ripped off the thicker part of the cheese. All the thin now.
Oh. I
Oh,
tried to
Oscar's
make them
just good.
thin, but it's hard to
Cut with a knife.
slice cheese with a knife very thin. So playing out like that? Oh no, that guy's broken.
Brian Cage gonna
Brian
lose
Cage
again.
wants him to get up. Oh. Where did he come from?
Wow.
They almost didn't get him up for a second. Yeah, he's a little heavy. Ah,
Daddy ass. The famouser.
the famouser.
Here you go.
The Arrival.
5-star. No, that's an elbow drop.
Elbow drop.
Daddy ass gets the pin.
Oh, good for them giving it to the old man. They're like, look, our dad did that. We helped. Helping him. It's weird. They're like helping him so that they can take him off of him. Is that what's happening there?
Eventually. They'll obviously these guys will turn on him.
They're like, we don't know what to do with you, Jay White, since your posse's gone. One guy's broken, but the other one, we don't know what we did with him. He just got lost somewhere.
I don't remember there being 3.
Yeah, he had 3 guys. There was 3 of them.
Right. Yeah, I could hear it in the front room when it turned on.
This?
Mm-hmm. Like when we were when I was in the front room and I said, turn it to by pushing back and then blah blah blah. I could hear it when it turned on.
From this?
Mm-hmm.
What? Or...
I really could.
That's
Because I had the TV off out there, so it's dead silent.
craziness. Don't
Serena
believe you.
Deep. Deep.
Anyways, Vindicator's leaving too, says, but yeah, it's about that time, I think. So you guys take care. Hang in there with all that bad TV on Friday nights, and I will see you next hump day. Later, Gators.
Bye-bye.
Well, fine. Just leave us here. Watch this horrible shit by yourselves. Thanks a lot. The person who's so excited about Wednesdays can't even stay the whole time.
It's over, isn't it?
No, there's another match. That's that Okada
There is-
match thing with
Oh.
what's his butt.
You think you know me? Why would Edge come out first?
I don't know.
Why does he have a VG shirt on?
I don't know why he has vagina on him.
The lightning bolt in the middle of it?
He's like, look, I got my vagina.
Maybe
found
it's
it.
a hockey team that's in that city that they're in.
He's like, I found my vagina. I don't like him. He's annoying.
And they're going to stay with this until it's over. That's what they told us. That they're staying with it until it's over.
Oh, I'm sure. They're like, we can't do anything else, people.
I'm a slave, but I'm nearly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the song. The rated R superstar. And the Alpha from Japan.
An old man.
2024 brings you the match that no one thought they would ever see. Adam Copeland versus Suzuki.
Your cat played in his potty box. So I can smell his potty stuff. Very smelly.
All right. Could be the greatest main event that we've had since last week.
Since last week.
Well, nothing's going to outdo
The greatest
Hook.
main event.
There it is. They're going to lock up. Few fans are excited to see this. Two old men. Look at the size difference. Japan, right in the center of the ring in an American ring.
That guy looks like he forgot how to cut his hair.
He did. It's from the electroshock.
Is that because he...
The Suzuki is definitely the superior here. Copeland did take a decade off. Into the ropes. Reverses. Dips down. And again with an elbow.
Should. There's not enough energy. He's like, come on, guys, get in it.
Nobody knows who you are.
We're like, who are you?
People know who the
Who
Canadian
are
is.
you?
Uh-oh. Veteran. Can't lose a match on the outside. Well, you can, but you can't get pinned on the outside. How about that? By Copeland. Copeland into the ropes. Shoots through. Hit him with a big boot. Japan's about to go down. The Canadian into the ropes. Choking him out. Referee doesn't seem to care. I guess maybe it's the no rules match.
I didn't hear anything about that before.
There's
I
no
stopped listening.
counting. There's no anything. No officiating. Oh, there is some counting.
Want some more cheese? No.
He got his nails cut today for the first time in 18 years.
Yeah, and they aren't
They were
claws
like
anymore.
that long.
Yeah, they were. They were really long.
But I got them all.
Hi, did you lose all your nails? No, they don't stick out of your paws.
Now they don't hurt when you jump on my back. Nobody wants to do that.
And they don't stick out of his paws because, like, there for a while he had like snaggle claws out of his paws. Like he'd just sit there and they'd be like sticking out, and I'm like,
They were
your
long.
claws need to be clipped. I'm like, that's ridiculous. On them, they would stick out. I'm like, what the hell? That's insane.
You're a good boy. Oh, did you give me kisses? All right. Well, we got Japan versus Canada. This is like between the two countries.
Yeah. Oh, he was counting, but they both got in before the count was up.
Beat the count. We almost had a double.
I'm so glad I came.
They're trying to get the crowd going, but it's just not going to work. Crowd's not into it, guys. Quit trying to start chants. Oh, it's getting louder. The edge was broken. What are they doing? Like, are you just going to sit there? Look at that. You want to see the nation of Japan lose?
No, it can't happen.
Why does he hate the nation of Japan?
I don't know.
Oh, damn, he's down. Both men are down. They
Hey.
knocked each other down.
Hey. Knock it off. No.
Mom come at you for battle axe. Uh-oh, there's breaking news from Tony Khan. In just 2 weeks, Ricky Stark, the Pebble, versus Big Bill. And they're going one-on-one with Sting and Darby, the house elf, Allin. Should be a good one for the titles in 2
Oh,
weeks.
so good.
They're going to drop the belts to the Bucks at the pay-per-view. I'm just talking to myself. Oh, again, more standing in the middle of the ring and hitting each other, and then pretending you're drunk. He's punch drunk. Oh, shit! The nation of Japan looks like they're in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, big slap. Another slap. Third slap. Fourth slap. Fifth slap. Sixth slap. Seventh slap. Copeland's going to go down. Canada's in trouble. Uh-oh. Never mind. DDT. That could end it. This is awesome.
So good. They're doing such a great job.
Well, with the nation of Japan losing right now to Canada. Let's go, Adam Suzuki.
Oh, Jesus.
Suzuki. Let's go, Adam Suzuki. Are you saying he drives a Suzuki? Because this is Japan against Canada. It's a big deal. The winner gets Taylor Swift.
Ew, gross.
As a country.
As a country?
It's Canada versus Japan.
That sounds
The winner gets
disgusting.
Taylor Swift. She's the trophy.
Nobody wants that.
They can take Travis Kelce with him. And Jason Kelce. Or Jared Kelce, whatever. I think it's Jason. Uh-oh. He ripped off the ring thing.
Oh.
Now
Thought you
that
said he ripped
turnbuckle.
off his arm.
The turnbuckle's just open. Looks
Where?
naked.
Oh, over
Looks
there
like a naked
behind the ref
turnbuckle.
right now. It's all naked.
Speaking of naked things, that's what we were talking about. Jason Kelce was naked at the football game.
Yeah, he didn't have a shirt on.
Uh-oh, he just set up like the Undertaker. What is he doing? Oh, no! It's got him in the kooky clutch. This could do it. Canada might go to sleep. Canada's going down. Canada's going down. Wait a second, Japan let go. Oh, wait, no, he's got it locked back in. Oh, there he goes. He's turning purple. Canada's turning purple. He is literally, look at his face. He's purple. I've never seen an actual purple man before.
Oh, that's gross.
It's over.
Is he dead?
The purple man.
Oh, no, not the death.
He's got the purple nurple. One. Oh, Copeland jumps right back up. It's Hulkamania.
How did he do it?
They've done it 2 weeks in a row.
It was Hook gave him the old whatchamacallits.
Copamania. Oh, God. Copamania. I think he did it. He did. It's over. Canada wins. Canada wins. Canada versus Japan. Canada wins. Canada wins. Oh, look at that Christian Cage in the background. Also from Canada. Probably cheering for his home country. With the victory that they brought tonight.
The victory! Not the victory!
Canada! Canada, the world power, tonight in the main event against Japan.
think they got that pop when he first came.
Uh-oh. Edge is going to talk, and I don't have my earphones in. We all lost. I've never been hit that hard in my life, he said.
Oh.
He's never been hit that hard by Japan before. Now he knows what Pearl Harbor was like.
Oh, God.
He said respect. RESPECT. Japan gets up off the floor. Can they rebuild after this loss? Oh, he growled at him and just turned around and walked away.
Oh, they aren't going to be friends. Oh, no. No friends. Not friends.
Japan walked away angry as fuck.
And wobbly like you drink from sake.
Honestly, I would have been disappointed if he would have shaken my hand. That was a war. The kind of war that Christian Cage knows nothing about. That's going to be a civil war because it's Canada versus Canada. That's it. He's still coming for him. Christian Cage.
Who's he coming for? Canada?
Another Canadian, yeah. Fellow Canadians are countrymen.
Who's his fellow Canadian?
Christian Cage, yeah.
He's gonna get him. He's gonna show him. I don't know what he's gonna show him, but he's gonna show him something.
I'm going to show him what Canada's all about. Civil wars and shit. Canada. Well, they went over 6 minutes tonight. Sons of beaches. And they didn't use that naked turnbuckle. Why would you make a turnbuckle naked and not use it?
True.
There, look. It's got the sting mask. What's the sting mask?
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. For this WWE. Oh, wait. Doesn't say WWE. My bad. Yeah. Somebody was talking about WWE all the time we're on. Anyways, for AEW Dynamite this week on Wednesday. We'll be back again on Friday for SmackDown, which will be the go-home show for the Royal Rumble on Saturday.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.